Hello everyone and welcome back to Totally Broken Opinions. On today's episode we're covering Loki, Season 2.
Yes.
The second season of Loki, as one is to do on sequel. Timey-wimey nonsense is all I can say so far.
Yeah, it was a bit... Wow, it's probably the best Marvel show by quite a mile.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know if it holds the same height as... I definitely think the last episode holds the height of Season 1. I think Season 2 in general...
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a mixed bag. There were some really good episodes, but there was a couple episodes that just seemed like filler. You could have just got rid of the whole episode. I think there's one where they're bombing the timelines, and that's just not really needed, the whole episode.
I think that one... I don't know. I feel like that one, you need it to show... I don't know, because they immediately reverse the decision, which is a weird thing to do.
What's the point? It could just be cut down into probably 10 minutes of dialogue or something.
Yeah.
It does not needed to...
So anyway, but before we get into... We've spoken about it, but full spoilers?
I mean, it will be on the description.
It'll be in the... it'll be in the title, but full spoilers ahead, just because some people don't check the thing. But yeah, full spoilers. We're going to be covering all of Season 2 and Season 1, potentially, because it basically all ties into the same thing. It's one overarching story across 2 seasons, basically.
Yeah, and I believe it's actually the finale of Loki itself. Like, they're not doing another one.
Well, this variant of Loki.
Yeah, so I don't think... Well, no, but Hiddleston seemed
prep...
like he's not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, but I still feel like they need to have a 4 Loki reunion, because they haven't done that. And I feel like they need to do at least something like that, because they've had the send-offs, then they need the reunion, and then they can have the sacrifice of them doing it together. I don't know. That seems like something Marvel would do.
I don't know if they...
I don't know if it's the right choice to do, but it feels like something Marvel will do.
I think if they were going to do it, it'd be in one of the Avengers films, but I don't... Actually...
Also, this is Marvel we're talking about. They've considered bringing back the original Avengers in recent time because of how bad things are going.
Well, they probably will in Secret Wars.
Yeah. But like, this was like creating an entire new Avengers movie with Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson back because they're like panic mode. But I think this was a good season. I feel like it's difficult to talk because I was like, okay, where is this going? Because it did feel a bit treading water to begin with.
Yeah.
Because you're like...
I think it's still the same Disney show problem.
Yeah, it feels... I think it's better than... Because it has at least... once you see the final episode, it all makes sense.
Yes, that is true. And I think I was saying to my partner about this whole thing, it still feels like it could be a film.
Yes. It does feel stretched, but I think some of it works. The thing is, I feel like Tom Hiddleston, he does look aged.
He does look aged.
Because he was 29 when he started, and then he's like 40 something now. So you can see the strain it's had. Like, he's still a very good looking man, and it's like you still rock Loki like nobody else, but you can see the like brow lines and everything like that on him, whereas in like the original Avengers, and it's meant to be the same Loki, so you're just like, yeah, you have.
Yeah, I mean, he's played it for 14 years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is that longer than
don't get me
Iron
wrong.
Man?
Yeah, no, because Robert Downey Jr. No.
He stopped 2019.
Robert Downey Jr. is 2008.
No, but 2008 to 2019 is 11 years.
Yeah, but I think it's more appearances as Robert Downey Jr.
When was the first Thor film?
2011? Or 2010? No, 2011.
Wasn't 2011 Captain America?
I think both Thor and Captain America, because I think 2000... No, maybe it was 2010.
No, it was 2011. It was at the start of 2011.
Yeah.
But still...
See, I know my Marvel movies.
Okay, well, Loki's there for 12 years. He's the longest.
Because I think 2010 is the... No, 2009 is the year that they don't have... There's a year where there isn't a Marvel
2009,
movie. Yeah. Because Iron Man 2 is 2010.
Yes.
No.
And then Thor, Captain America was 2011.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I say it actually is the longest then. Because Iron Man 2008 to 2010.
Technically Wolverine when he comes back.
Oh yeah, technically Wolverine.
You technically Tobey Maguire.
Fuck off. You know what I meant.
20 years or whatever.
In terms of MCU exclusive and consistent.
Or would 4. I guess... I don't know. More appearances with 4.
There's been more appearances.
But anyway, let's talk about the show, not how long the people have been doing it. It does feel like a nice send-off for Loki, though. Endgame felt like a nice send-off for Loki, and then they brought Loki back, and then it's like, here, have another send-off where you actually get your glorious purpose.
Yeah, and they did the God of Stories storyline.
Yes. where he becomes, well, I don't know what the storyline in the comics is, but he's now a guy who sits in a tree.
It's different in the comics, but same outcome in the end, I think. Or similar outcome.
Yeah. I do like how they build to it, because I like the final episode, because you get to see, like, I feel like my issue with season 1 was that it didn't feel earned how he got his knowledge of, like, it's like, sit down, watch a video, and that's caught you back up to where you were.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Whereas I feel like he's now experienced that trial.
Well, also that, and he literally experiences like thousands of years probably fighting Sylvie.
Oh yeah,
learning
like centuries,
going,
billions of years,
trying and trial and error, learning constantly.
He is probably the smartest person in the MCU.
He may actually well be at this point.
Like it's nice to like. It's like I like how they play it, because it's like, okay, I need to go back in time. How long would it take me to learn all of this nonsense? Okay, I'm going to go learn all of this nonsense. Cut. Okay, we're here. I've learned it. Now let's just get on with it. Everyone just get moving. Fuck off. Just fucking get on with it. Just do your fucking jobs. Timely. Fucking get in there. Die. Well, okay.
Can we talk about Victor Timely a second? Because he pissed me off so much.
It is a weird choice.
It just annoyed me. The stuttering. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, it's an odd choice. And I was like, okay, how much are we going to have to deal with this guy? Quite a lot, as it turns out. I like when the He Who Remains returns.
Yes, because that's a good reveal.
I like that version more. Yeah, I like that it was all planned from the beginning. The only way to stop him was to kill Sylvie and let him live. And then Loki figures out, no, there is another way. I just have to take on the burden of being alone and the only one. And that's his biggest fear. Because if you go back to season 1, when he's in the time loop with Sif. Her thing is, you will always be alone, and like because he admits he's scared, and she's like, you will always be alone. And then in the end, guess what? He is alone, but it's a different set of circumstances because he's doing it for the people he loves.
Yeah, and he becomes the temporal loom, as it were.
Speaking of love, did you like the fact that they kind of dialed back the we want to self-fuck?
Yes and no. I mean, it was kind of
It does feel like
odd,
Sylvia's on the sidelines.
But yeah, Sylvie... It's kind of like a really fun thing about it. It was just like, he's such a narcissist, he can only fall in love with himself.
He's so narcissistic that he'd only fall... Yeah. I like that aspect. But like, Sylvie gets put on the sideline, which I didn't love. Her hair's really weird as well.
I don't like the hairstyle she had. It wasn't particularly
It's not terrible. It's just like Hawkeye in Avengers Endgame, where it's like... Mohawk.
Yeah.
Like, why have you got a mohawk? Why have you got on these weird bangs and mullet look? It's an odd choice.
Yeah, but I think overall the series, I don't know. Like I said, before the ending episode happened, I was going to say I think
it was average.
But then the last episode was so good because it was that good.
And it does make you go back and reflect on the previous episodes, and like even season 1, you go, okay, so it was all from the beginning. He knew what he was doing. Like fucking He Who Remains knows what he's doing. And he has set this in motion, so it was always going to fail. Because I did like that initial Victor Timely just gets wiped.
Yes. Yeah.
I did like that first time because I'm like, oh, this isn't. I wasn't
expecting.
Not
expected at all. You're like, wait, what? He lost.
Because you're like, okay, they're gonna do it, and then it's gonna be maybe he turns evil.
Yeah,
that's what I was expecting.
Like
it was you were gonna set in. Yeah, but no, it was the original one because he set Victor Timely in motion to try and divert your attention away from.
The only
him become
question I have about this whole thing: what happened to Renslayer at the end? Because her Miss Minutes,
she's still at the end of time. She's where Loki was.
Yes, but what happens now? Yeah. So Miss Minutes...
Well, she's going to either
Miss Minutes
take
revealed a
control
secret,
of alive.
right? For He Who Remains, to Renslayer. What was that secret?
Yes. I don't know. I kind of forgot about her, to be honest.
Yeah, anything that annoyed me about the series, I want to know what that secret was. I'm guessing...
And also Miss Minutes is back.
Yeah.
Because at the end, she's working for the TVA again.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Loki took control of what she was doing?
But like I said, I'm guessing the secret was that he planned everything, basically.
Yeah, I guess that's probably... And maybe she knows that there's a planned thing with Loki now sitting in the thing and she's going to try and take down Loki. Yeah. Maybe that's the plan, I guess.
Also, have you seen the plot for Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars got leaked?
No, but I assume that's probably not true.
I mean, it might not be true, and they might change it, to be fair, but it seems kind of realistic
Also,
for what they said.
they're heavily maybe debating just fucking off Kang as a villain.
To be fair, the thing is, He Who Remains was good. I know Jonathan Majors got his own issues.
Every other variant of He Who Remains is kind of shit.
Yes. He Who Remains was brilliant because you just see that madness, that
you can see the intelligence behind it.
Yeah, every single
like he knows what's happening. Like he knows exactly what's happening. He is in control. He knows what's happening. There's a cynicism behind the fact that he's so aloof because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Every other variant is just like, okay,
just a bit of a
you
dick.
can get beaten by Ant-Man. You're a con man. Like I like that aspect of it. It was just he was a con man.
Yeah.
But like it was such a weird voice choice. I also found it weird that Miss Minutes loved him, but then like she was like, "You're never gonna be him."
Yeah, I didn't love that, to be honest. I didn't like the fact that Miss Minutes had a love
sexy
interest.
robot.
No, but
like wants a body.
It wasn't needed.
It was a weird choice. But I like it when I do like it when they commit to weird choices.
They could have just been good.
There's a weird
friends,
choice in
to be
Miss
honest.
Marvels that the Marvels that I won't spoil, but I wish they'd committed more to it when they do it.
Yeah. What else happened during the show?
We get introduced to Ouroboros.
Oh, I did like that character. I really did. That was a good choice. Very good casting choice.
He's a highlight in 2 multiverse properties.
He is from what's it called again?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And then I also loved the fact that he and Victor Timely both wrote the book.
Yes.
TVA book.
It's clever.
Yeah.
But what happens when you take one of them out of the equation?
Well, that's the paradox, isn't it? It's that they both wrote it.
I liked that Casey got revealed to be a criminal who was just a collector maniac.
That's true.
And then that's why his desk is full of Infinity Stones, because he's just like, I'm going to secretly be collecting things.
Yeah, and got nod to Alcatraz and the prison escape on Alcatraz.
Yeah, Loki did 2 weird escapes of things. It's like...
the plane jump?
Fuck, what's his name? Yeah, the plane jump and... Oh, what's it? Fuck, why do I blank on that now? Whatever.
You always talk about it, you just almost forgot about it.
Yeah. And then we get Mobius on a fucking... I didn't love that.
No, I mean, first,
I kind of just wish he just had a weird fascination with it and didn't have any like prior tie to it. It would have been nice.
Did you see Marvel released like a 10-minute video with just Owen Wilson on a jet ski?
No.
Similar thing they did to like Zemo dancing.
Oh, is it just him sitting on the thing and it just loops?
Yeah.
I wish it was just filmed footage of Owen Wilson just sitting on it, just talking for ages, trying to sell one guy, and they cut it down.
That would have been funny.
Like, just all like, just do like have a like. I don't fucking care. That's advertising done right. Just have like, because they fucking put McDonald's in this, which is the weirdest choice.
Yeah,
I feel like they just looked at the stylistic choice of the TVA and went, "Oh, brown and gold. What company has brown and gold? Oh, McDonald's in the 90s or 80s or whatever the fuck it was. And we can probably partnership with them and get like toys and whatnot. And McDonald's will pay us a fuck ton of money because these episodes probably cost like 25 million an episode, as we found out, which was She-Hulk's budget."
We've also got Brad Wolf in the show as well.
Was he in the last season?
I don't remember. I don't think he was.
I don't. I should have watched season 1 again, but I don't remember him. But I feel like he's new.
Yeah.
Maybe he was background, like one time Loki interacted with him in the other thing. I liked his character.
I kind of liked him. I feel like he was a bit overdone.
I also feel like he hasn't got a satisfying end. I don't even remember how he ends.
No. And then he also basically kills off most of TVA as well. Him and Renslayer.
Yeah, because he's a little coward.
But it almost feels like...
I like that.
The first 3 episodes, though, could have been condensed down quite a bit.
Yeah.
I would like to see a sort of cut down version of Loki. If I was a cut down version of season 2, I think I'd watch it again. Because I think that is the trouble with the Marvel films. It is just that much waffle in everything.
See, I'm on 2 minds because there's some episodes, like there's some shows that Marvel do where I'm like, why aren't these longer? And then I'm like, why are some of these not? I don't think they've found the balance between their episodes. Because when you did like WandaVision, it was like some were like 20 minutes, some were like... Because they were trying to do it to the time of the original things. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But I did want a bit more of the like world building in it. So I was like, okay, yes, I get the premises. You're trying to keep to the time slots of the original like premise of the shows that you're basing it on. Whereas Loki's now like, they're roughly 50 minutes each. And I'm like, okay, 10 of that is credits. No end credits, which was surprising.
There wasn't end credits in the first one, I think. The first one had it where she was in the McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't love the fact that Marvel can't... I get why, but I don't like the inconsistency of end credits for their TV shows.
I think just get rid of them. It also might be to the director's decision, whoever directs the episode.
Yeah, I just find it so annoying because I get why for some you want to do an end credit, because people were like, okay, like for when it was WandaVision again, and they have the Quicksilver Ralph Boner reveal at the end or whatever it was, and you're like, because that was an end credit, right?
No,
there was a Rambo one, like end credit where it's like she meets him or something, right? I'm pretty sure.
No, that was at the start of the episode. All of a sudden, I can't remember in WandaVision, but
there was one of them that ended weirdly, and you're like, oh, okay.
I think for end credits,
whatever.
They should just do, if they're gonna do one in the last episode, and that's it. Don't do.
Yeah, I don't see the point of doing them during the show.
No, there's no point.
I get you, especially because it was. I'm pretty sure it was Loki season 1 where he gets pruned, and then it's immediately everyone standing around, and like that is the end credit. And I'm like, that would have been so much better in the next episode.
Yeah,
like,
it would
have people go, oh, they've pruned it, like he's gone. Like what is what's and then it's just like, here's the reveal.
I will still say WandaVision is still the best TV show they've done, because it's the only one that's actually a TV show.
Yes.
Like, as you're watching it, it feels like a TV
until
show.
Like the last 3 episodes.
They crapped out the ending, but it still felt like a TV show.
Yeah, it's the most like, because it actually has like here's the beats of a show, here's how, and then everything else is just a long movie. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Although
I don't mind.
I would say the latter episodes of this did feel like a more of a TV show. The one with Victor Timely, when he just crashes, that felt like a cliffhanger. Sort of next episode, and episode 5 as well, when he starts to learn to time slip. That also feels like more of an episode story arc. So I think the last 3 episodes of Loki.
Did it feel Doctor Who-y to you?
Not really, no.
Because
maybe partly,
maybe
Doctor Who's is a very different.
Oh yeah, but people always love to throw Doctor Who whenever you do like nonsense, timey-wimey things and like this sort of premise of a. So, I don't know.
Saying that, I would love to see Tom Hiddleston as a role of Doctor Who. Maybe next time.
We've got what's his face? Yes, the guy who I've not seen him in anything except Barbie.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. I can feel it.
I don't care.
I know you don't care.
I'm not. It's nothing against the guy, but like even David Tennant coming back, I haven't been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go watch those episodes. But what was it? My timey-wimey nonsense thing that I was gonna say. I liked the episode. What I can't remember what episode it is, but like the one where the phone call, and then he basically loops back around to pick up the phone, prune himself, and then it's like the time limit on it.
Yeah, I kind of did see that.
And Sylvie's in the elevator. Oh yeah, no, but I like, because I think it's 2 episodes apart. And you're like, why the fuck? What is happening? Oh, who pruned him? It's probably him. But I like the reveal, because you're like, okay, I like this. Like, it's actually setting up like a presence of, okay, there's multiples of the same person at the same time doing the same thing. Although I still am a little confused how the time slipping works, because he slips back into his body at that time with all of his memories.
Yeah.
So, wouldn't that then create a branch because he's doing stuff differently, or does he have to do everything the exact same?
No, it's in TVA there is no branches.
Right.
The TVA exists.
Oh yeah, because it exists out of time. Yeah, but I don't know, because how would he time slip back?
I think the way you can think of it as, if the normal timeline's going horizontally, the TVA goes vertically.
Oh, I guess because they explained in that one episode where Ouroboros is like, it doesn't exist in time, so how can you time travel? You have to like believe that you can do it, basically. Yeah, because there's no end point or beginning, basically. It's just infinite loop, which they do. I do love the visuals. I do find the visual of the worlds getting calamity a bit shit.
Oh, when they go like strings everywhere.
I don't like spaghetti.
Oh, you got fear of spaghetti?
No, I'm just tired of spaghetti being the multiverse. It is in the Flash. It is in this. Doctor Strange has
Flash.
It's the Flash. They explain the multiverses rather than parallel lines. It's spaghetti as all tangled up and loops. That's their explanation. Okay. So that's how they explain you can basically have some stuff be the same because some stuff runs parallel, but it all kind of loops around and gets entangled.
See, I feel like it kind of does make sense in Loki. Also, the reason why I think most people use it is string theory.
Oh, yeah. I get why they use it, but I am tired of looking at spaghetti in multiverse stuff. Because even in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Wanda turns Mr. Fantastic into spaghetti.
He does. She does, yeah.
So, like, I do wish we got to see more. Like, I like the TVA, but I do wish we got to see more locations like in season 1. Because we don't get a lot of we get that one episode where they go back to 1893 to give Victor Timely the book.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. Well, they don't. Renslayer does. And then, so that's like the one other location you get that's new, I think. And then you get the suburban area. Like, I wish we got more like, oh, let's go look at other locations that these people could be going to. Would have been nicer.
Yeah. I had the plot up and I've just lost it, which isn't useful.
I'm just looking at the thumbnails of the show. What did you think about the deaths of the TVA agents when they were, like, crushed? Because I like this. I don't know if I like that device.
I don't really have an opinion, if I'm completely honest.
Because I found it kind of just weird that they went, okay, we're going to have these people, we're going to make them murderers, and then we're going to bring them back, and then we're going to have our cop lady go, hey, look, speech, empowerment, whatnot, timeline good, multiple branches, let people live. And then they go, we've got to change your heart now. And now we're going to be against what Renslayer wants. And we're going to just crush you because that's what we wanted. It seemed weird because they were essentially fighting for the timelines. And then the guy who was fighting for the timelines to live on the timeline basically goes, no, I'm going to cow it out.
But that's what I mean by this show feels like two different parts. Like the first part genuinely just feels like mostly filler. And like
it's trying to get to where it is. It's trying to basically set it up. It's a lot of setup.
It's a lot of setup. And I don't think it's all needed. I reckon you could at least cut out 2 episodes on it. I think you could cut out 2 episodes and have the same effect. Probably cut the first 3 episodes into 1 episode.
Yeah, you could. Maybe like trim them down. I don't know.
Or if you're going to do it, I think change the first 3 episodes so they're not shit.
Get rid of the McDonald's stuff. You don't need the McDonald's. I know that's paying for your show because your budget's at $25 million an episode, and McDonald's is it's not. But that was what She-Hulk ended up being.
20 million an episode.
25 million an episode
for that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of there was a recent article basically that was detailing the demise of Marvel, and it was like what they're gonna do about Kang. What they're going to do about the falling box office, what happened with She-Hulk, what's happening with the current projects. Do you know next year there's only going to be 1 Marvel movie?
I've heard that. Which one is it?
Deadpool.
That makes sense.
They're pushing everything back. So I think everything other than... Well, you still got all the Sony stuff. So you got Craven, you got whatever, you got all of... you still got Sony stuff. But yeah, next year is only going to be Deadpool 3.
Damn.
Yep.
Do you think they're going to sort of redo the slate?
They're gonna... I think they've definitely spoken about slowing down. Because I think finally they've realized, we have been pumping out... Because COVID really fucked them. Because they were like, we're going to have focus fully on the streaming. We're going to have movie in cinemas. We're going to have a TV show out. We're going to have a movie, TV show, movie, TV show. We're going to just pump them out. We're going to get them. And then everything's just kind of gone... People have tuned out.
Yeah, it's just too much to keep.
Because you're also pumping out Star Wars.
Yeah.
You're pumping out Star Wars, you're pumping out Marvel, you're pumping out Pixar movies that people aren't watching and then somehow catch back up on.
And the thing is, there actually is good stuff coming out. Like, there's actually a lot of very good shows out there and a lot of very good films.
We've had Gen V, we're getting Invincible season 2.
I mean, this year was like...
I found Netflix lacking.
There's like 3 or 4 films that all came out at once, all really good.
Yes. Mission Impossible died at the box office because it came out a week before Barbie and Oppenheimer.
That was a trouble. I think the timing with that release was terrible.
That was... Yeah. Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Fucking amazing film. Even the Mario movie did well. I don't like it, but hey, look, it made $1 billion. It's the second highest grossing movie of the year. But yeah, like there have been good movies. Dungeons and Dragons was really good, but it failed at the box office because it came out a week before Mario.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, another good film though. Like all the best films this year, none of them have been superhero films, apart from maybe Guardians 3.
Across the Spider-Verse.
And across, okay, I mean Marvel. I mean the old ones, but yeah. And across Spider-Verse, of course. Quantum Mania does not deserve to be in the top 10. I'm sorry, it is shit.
Yeah, but it's a Marvel thing, and it was probably because everything's been falling. Like, the state of Hollywood's fucked because they're all just run by tech bros. Or like people who want to just make infinite profit. Like none of them understand that you can't just continuously make a profit. You got to make some losses, but they're all being funded by tech bros because their shareholders are all just tech people who have too much money to spend and demand infinite profit.
Although it is meant to hold Barbie as number one.
This is the thing. It was something new.
It's something new. Yeah.
It was something new, and it was something that was actually kind of good.
I mean,
and it spread.
Barbie.
And you had it. Also, you had the unique aspect of, hey, look, we're going to have Oppenheimer go up against it. And that made Oppenheimer far more successful than it probably would have been. Because it made it an event. People went and saw both.
We should stop this conversation and go back to Loki. And then maybe continue this conversation on next week's episode.
What about the Marvels?
Yeah, there's film in it.
Yeah, well, we can do... I have got 2 video ideas coming out that I want to do. So I'll talk to you about that later. But yeah, speaking back to Loki... what did we think of what did we think of Sylvie and Owen Wilson going into the real world?
It's like you said, I don't like the McDonald's with Sylvie. I would have much preferred her have something to do with Asgard. I don't understand.
Yeah, I would have loved to see her in Asgard. Because I would have liked to see her try and go... I would have loved to see her version of Thor. Is Thor in that version also a girl?
Yeah, but
or is it a dude still? Is that the thing that made it fucked? Because she's the only girl?
And I don't understand why they probably couldn't, because they probably already have loads of assets from all the other fucking Thor films.
They did a frog Thor in the last
Yeah,
one.
Exactly. I don't... Maybe that is her Thor.
Also, you could have just had I know Marvel loves a cameo of just a random celebrity. There's one in the Marvels who I did not know who existed until after I looked up, because I went, that's probably someone famous, and I don't know who that is. And I went, okay. But Marvel loves a cameo that makes, is just a famous person. So just get someone famous and bring them in to do, dress up as Thor.
Yeah, so I think that wasn't that great.
What wasn't that great? I feel like Sylvie, because her story was done, she got her revenge.
Sylvie could have just been, just to be fair, cut out the whole season. I know that sounds bad.
Did you like her acid trip?
Acid trip? When was that?
When she puts on the record player and then the world starts collapsing.
Oh, right. I thought you meant acid trip.
That felt so acidy. It's like, okay, you're going to have the chill, relaxing music whilst the end of the world happens behind her.
Yeah, also never explains between the jump of episode 4 to episode 5 why everyone's back in their own universes.
Because the Flash happens and it's a fail-safe reset.
Yeah, but why are they all back in their own universes? Because Sylvie remembers everything. And Sylvie's like, oh yeah, we all decided to go back to our own universes.
I'm not sure. That is a point. I imagine it's just I think internally maybe it's a subconscious thing. I subconsciously want to have a look at what my life would be like. Because, I don't think because they're not the same versions.
Yeah, they are.
No, because they're not. Because they're time. Because he has to go get them all, but they only have remnants because they are people who exist. I don't think they're the same version. Because when Mobius goes back, it's a different person.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
He would go, because otherwise he would go and
maybe
replace
that's just when he gets taken. So it's just before he gets taken to the TVA.
Maybe I don't know, because it would. It's so complicated when you start thinking about these things. But yeah, I think it's a different, because none of them know and they all seem confused. But Sylvie, because she's an original version, I think maybe it is before they get taken, but because they haven't been taken, they don't know. But Sylvie, because she has lived subconsciously, she knows. Maybe she can time slip, but she doesn't. I don't know. It would have been interesting to have her time slip as well.
Yeah, that would have been,
because it would help make her more integral.
Although it does explain He Who Remains made Loki time slip, so then he would kill Sylvie.
Yeah, I like that moment. I just wish they'd had Sylvie, like, be Loki's moral compass. I know she is, but she's not as integral as she's...
Like I said,
she's just like, I'm done.
Sylvie did not need to be in the season.
No. Like, bring her back for that moment again, but have, like... The thing is, I think what you could have done is you could have had her be more involved as, like, look, sometimes, like, because she's preaching it, but she's not doing anything to show that it's, like, helpful.
Yeah, because Sylvia's whole thing,
all of the timeline stuff, because like,
so Sylvia's whole thing.
Because her thing is, yeah,
it's just she's saying how all the TVA should die and all the variants should go back to their own timelines, and that's basically all her.
But then it's also like her point is bad because all the timelines break, and then she finally realizes it, and then she's trying to help. Like, I get that, but just have that moment earlier.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of annoying. Constantly, like, I get it, like, I get why you're meant to support Loki in that moment, but have her make a more valid point during it, because it was just kind of frustrating to have her constantly just be like, well, I'm done, I'm going to go live in the timeline. And it's like, I get that, but why is your dream to go and work in a McDonald's?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I know she wants the normal like thing, like the normalcy of like a day-to-day life, because she's never, but she's also Asgardian, like, frost giant royalty. So I don't think Thor ever wants that, like, normal life. It's just I don't know. I'm
not sure, but I think that's all I have to say on Sylvie, to be honest, and that's probably all I have to say on Loki in general. I think I Renslayer was a bit hit and miss. I think her thing got sidelined. Yeah, it just kind of ended her story, and at the start, it just didn't really explain.
Did she get? Because I can't remember. She gets pushed by Sylvie into the end,
yes.
And that's the last we see of her, and then we see her back at the end of the 6th episode.
Yeah, so she just
at the end. Yeah, she just kind of gets booted. I do think it was interesting to see their, like, chemistry, and then I want to know why Victor Timely had the trust issue things, because it was he was totally on board, and then it was like, partnership, and then it's like, nah, fuck that. Like, I get what I wanted to delve more into that.
Yeah, and then have we already seen something about Renslayer though in the first episode about her origins?
Not really. We know that because I like the moment with Mobius and Loki where he's explaining that he fucked up, basically. Not saying he fucked up, but he did fuck up, and then she came in and saved it. And he was like, well, you got to have the burden of, like, choosing how do you do it. You don't. You just have to live with the consequences of doing it, or whatever the speech was. I like that moment, because, like, you get more of what Renslayer is, and then it's just like, okay, she's chosen to take on the burden of being whatnot, and he didn't, and that's why he just lives with it, and she's driven by it. But then we don't get really much with her in terms of, like, after. It's just like, okay. I hope she comes back, because I like her character.
Well, I don't think there is no Loki season 3. This is it.
No, but I mean, like, because in the comics, her character is with the Kang. They're partners.
Yes, they are.
So, if
do you
Marvel
think Renslayer is Kang's daughter?
Would be creepy if...
I don't know, it might be. Like, there's never a love interest there.
In the comics, it is, but...
oh, is it? Okay, that makes sense.
I think it is. That's why I said partner.
Right.
Not partner in crime, Dan. Partner. But yeah, it could be. Is this just your bias of just two colored people?
No. It's because she looks younger.
It's like the people who think in Star Wars, any time, like, when Finn was announced, they went, it's Lando's son, because there's, like, no other people of color in Star Wars, so they immediately, like, people's racism, like, tendency just kicked in and went, it'd be so cool, because I want this story to be so interconnected that, Finn's Lando's son.
No, I was just thinking that.
I know this. I know that's not what you were doing. I just find that funny that people just do that, because it's like, they're someone of color and they're someone of color. That must mean they're related. I know you didn't, but I just find that so funny when people do unintentionally.
No, I guess not, because like Miss Minutes, I kind of just assumed that would be more the relationship, or someone more like that, like Miss Minutes is based off of.
I think Miss Minutes should get her physical body. That would be funny as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. But...
It would be so fun. That was such a weird scene. It was real creepy as well. Like, I think he was like, oh, gross. I don't want it. That's why I didn't do it, because that's your fucking clingy bitch. But yeah, I wonder how Miss Minutes gets changed. Because at the end, she's good.
I guess she gets reset, maybe. Is the TVA rebuilt?
No, because they all remember.
No, only the 4 of them do.
I think everyone else does.
No, they said only the 4 of them remember. They said we're the only ones remember who what happened.
Do they?
There's that line in the last episode.
Yeah.
I think between
Maybe.
B15 and Mobius, they say we're the only 4 that remember.
What, her? Oh, Ouroboros.
Ouroboros, Casey,
What happened to
B15,
Mobius?
and Mobius.
What about Sylvie?
Well,
That'd
it's
be
not part of
5.
the TVA, is she?
Yeah, I guess. That would have been interesting, because she could have been, like, running the TVA.
I don't think she wasn't a part of it.
True.
She wants to just work at
Would've just been
McDonald's.
fun. Yeah. And on that note, go buy McDonald's. The advertising worked, god damn it.
God, I want a Mackey's now, I'll tell you what.
I haven't had McDonald's in ages.
Can't relate.
There isn't one near me. Although I have noticed that the drive pickup thing is available.
On that note,
Delivery.
let's end our discussion.
Yes. Next week, The Marvels. Another Marvel property.
Do you know
And then
what?
the week after that, I think it might be Invisible Season 2.
Oh, yeah. No, is it?
I think so,
comes out
because it's only
episode by
4
episode, isn't
episodes. Yeah, but I think it's only 4 episodes.
Is it only?
Because they're splitting Season 2 into 4 episodes. And then next year, the next 4 episodes.
I need to watch that then.
I'm pretty. Yes. It's good.
We'll
It's another.
catch you for next episode then.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.